Hi everybody. Welcome to I think it's the fifth episode of Lifestyle and Lifestyle. Um, I really want to talk about something that has been kind of, I guess, a struggle for me for most of my life. Um, and that thing is, sweat, bodily odor, emitting something you don't want to be emitting that other people wish you hadn't emitted. Um, we all do it. I've asked most people that I interact with about it, and everyone. It's a shared experience. We all know about it. We all wish it was something we didn't have to do. So today's episode is just kind of gonna be about how do you reduce some of these unpleasant behaviors and actions and like stuff. So I guess we'll just get started by listing some of the things that I've been able to, I won't say perfect, it's not perfect, but that I've really been able to like improve in myself over the past day. So, I woke up this morning in a night sweat, or I night sweat. So I woke up in a sweat and my hair was drenched. My face was covered in sweat, and then it gets like oily. My kind of the ridge between my breasts, I don't know what you call that, was very sweaty, very wet, warm. Pits, obviously, or armpits were really bad. Like I got emotional. Sorry, I just had to take a second to recalibrate. These videos are very, it's a lot of emotional labor to talk about my armpits, and so just bear with me is what I'm saying. Armpits are really, really drenched. I don't really want to go further down. I think that that's kind of like a line that we wouldn't cross as a performer, audience, boundary. So I'm just going to say that everything below my navel was also very sweaty, really uncomfortable, really gross and embarrassing and stenchy, and just I barely could even get up from the sheet that I sleep on, just because I was kind of stuck to it. So I woke up and obviously I'm feeling like really, my usual like, oh no, I wish I didn't produce any sweat. And my partner is lying in bed next to me, and I'm just like, babe, like I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to do this to you. Like he was sleeping. I'm like, before you even open your eyes and wake up, like I need you to know what you're waking up to. It's pretty bad. And he was like kind of opened one eye and like, what? And I repeated myself, and he was just like, yeah, he said like, I don't care. That's what he said. And I thought like, that's so, I mean, I wish I could not care about what I had to say and about my own, insecurities about my profuse sweating. So anyways, he kept sleeping, and I was like, I'll shower. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go in the shower. So I shower with like soap water. Then I come out of the shower. I like pat myself down. I use a couple napkins just to get dry. Like 3 is enough. Just because I don't know why. I think I just view it as like they're marketed for cleaning up a mess and like cleaning up water, and like towels I feel like aren't well marketed, and I do respond very well to marketing. So a bunch of napkins just napkined off. I'm sorry. I guess I'm just like wondering if like it's just me, if I'm the only one who wakes up in these sweats. And I actually really was like, don't get emotional, but you know. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had to regroup. As you saw, things got a bit heavy, but honest. I hope that doesn't scare any of you. As I was saying, took napkins, dried myself off, and then was like immediately sweaty again. So I was like, okay, this has to stop. And I know that part of my channel and like my whole thing is, what I'll encounter like some kind of challenge, and then I'm like for 2 seconds, I'm like thinking about how it affects me, and then like immediately I'm like, how can I learn to improve this situation and help my viewers? Like literally, like immediately. It's crazy. I think about myself like, a 15th of the time or something like that. So I'm covered in sweat. I'm thinking like, how do I help like, Jessica? Like I'm just assuming someone named Jessica watches the channel. I'm like, how, Daryl, whatever, Clinter, whatever. So I thought, okay, if I could just, either not sweat at all, sweat less, or just like do something useful with it. Like, take lemons and turn them into lemonade and kind of empower myself. Then that would be really great. So I was like pacing, I was like mulling it over, like pacing around the apartment. My boyfriend's like, what are you doing? And I was just like, I'm pacing, like, this is how I think. He's like, oh my God, you're so funny. He said that, and I was just like, okay. So I'm pacing, I'm thinking, it's like, I'm a madman. Like, I might as well have been like drawing, but I wasn't. And I thought, I guess like the main problem with all my sweating and just like the smells and the texture and just the fact that I'm like essentially untouchable, because if you touch me, you're just sliding off, is the social aspect, is how it makes me feel in relation to other people. And so I was like, what can I control? Like, what, can I control my body? Like, can I change the way I am? Or can I control the way I feel, like, in relation to other people? And I was like, I can control my body. I think, if you just think about it, like, you're just covering holes. And that's where the sweat comes out from. And I think if you, obviously, like with anything, if you plug a hole, it won't come out anymore. Like, it's going to stay inside. So I was like, I guess like if I just plug all the holes, I won't sweat. And I said this to my boyfriend. He was like, do you have any like reasoning to believe this? Like any kind of empirical evidence or like scientific studies or whatever? And I was just like I do have like a science background. I'm just like very scientific. I just live scientifically. And so I covered myself in a layer, like layers. Well, one layer, but all over. So I was wearing like a lot of sort of ski equipment. So like up to here, my ankles, gloves, balaclava. I closed my eyes just so like for my eye hole, like the holes in my eyeballs to not emit sweat. And I just like took a couple of deep breaths, and I found that actually I did sweat, but the bodysuit that I was wearing like absorbed it. And when I took it off, like I just had this wet bodysuit and this dry me. And I was just like, hey, I guess that it wouldn't be that difficult to like wear that outfit forever. And then I thought like, I don't know, I go to like a lot of like events, like they're not galas, but like they are, like there's dinner and like important people and kind of, it's just like, like my family dinners and stuff. And they expect kind of a certain level of like fashion from me, just because I've brought so much to the table with that so far. So I realized that would be really hard to translate, but just for the morning, like just for that, your morning is so important. It's the first thing you do in a day is have a morning. And like whatever happens in the morning, you just want to feel like good. Like today is going to be good because this morning was amazing. And so I was like, you know what? I think what I'll do is just, sleep in the I guess you'll call it like a sweatsuit. And so when I wake up in the morning, I take it off, I throw it in the corner. My boyfriend's gonna be like, "What are you doing?" And I'm just like, "Don't worry about it, you know." Throw it in the corner. It's wet. I'm dry, and I'm just like, "Let's go!" Like I'm ready. I'm like ready for the day. And that's just kind of been that's my solution. So I don't know if you guys are like so thankful yet or not, but if you are, you can put in the comments. If you ever see me out and about, please feel free to come up to me. I feel like kind of everyone's a bit like, not that they see me as a celebrity, but that, you know, they do, and that when they see me on the street, they like don't want to say anything the way I wouldn't want to say something to like a famous celebrity. But I'm so not like that. Like, you can totally come up to me and just like say, "Hey, like I'm a huge fan," and then like move on. So yeah, feel free to like say a hey to me and just, you know, tell me how you feel about my channel. Anyways, I hope this sweatsuit video helped you so much. I know it helped me, and again, like, don't even care about that. It's just about you guys. So I love you all so much. Happy summer.